Just watched a 48-hour yesterday, and I was really impressed on this one. It was called The Facebook Detectives. Now, down below in the description, I'll put the link to the episode so you can see it. But basically, this is what happened. There was a woman who was missing in 2010, and three of her best friends who she went to school with and was friends on Facebook, they discovered she was missing. Unfortunately, some time went by, like I think a week or something like that, or maybe 2 weeks. And if they could figure it out sooner, I think that they could have solved this. They know who did it, and I have no doubts they are correct on who did this. But no body, no evidence. You know, it's so weird. I've seen other episodes where they had nothing either, and the guy went to prison. But in this case, it's like they're not going to touch it unless they have a body, unless they have some kind of DNA, which is usually what I prefer when I see any of these cases. I don't like seeing people go to prison without nothing, you know, because they feel that they did it. In this case, I feel like they did it for, this person did it for sure. I have no doubts about it, but they're not touching it. So weird. But anyway, I really think that these three women did a remarkable job of using Facebook to look for clues, but also out in the real world. They were out in creeks and stuff like that, and they have not given up even to this day. I just joined their group on Facebook, and I, in fact, will put the link in the description down below. The woman's name is Lisa Stone, and it's sad. It's sad that the woman, is gone and doesn't have the means out there, police force behind looking for, her body, because I don't believe that she's still alive. Her friends don't think she's still alive either. But it's a terrible thing. The woman was, a really loving person. She had a lot of loss in her life, and, it's an awful thing where you can't find a person's body so you can give respect to, they can be buried properly. So the only way they're gonna find out anything now is if this person's lover or someone she talks to or hangs out with, and she slips up and says what happened, and then they can report it to the police. Otherwise, I don't see no way of ever figuring out where the woman's body is. I do believe the cop in the show was right. She did put the person's body in the dumpster, and unfortunately, in the landfills, they burn that, they pile it up really deep, and there's just no way they're ever going to find her, and that's terrible. But these three women are just remarkable. I mean, I have done similar things looking for people on Facebook, looking for bad people that's been in my life doing things, or other sites. And so there's some similarities there, except for I've never had a friend missing and presumed to be dead. So I hope one day that this one is solved, and that person goes to prison. Because I tell you, there's just no way that this woman did not do it. I do believe she did do it. And I keep thinking, like, man, what can they do? What kind of clues could they? There's nothing. There's just absolutely nothing unless a witness comes forth. It's just not going to happen. And that's terrible. But it's so weird that the other cases have been the person went to prison without anything, without no body either. But then I've seen other cases where, nobody was, well, actually they did bring them to trial, but they were found guilty and then overturned. Other times just not found guilty because no body, no evidence. All right, so that's it on this. I hope you will check it out and then let me know what you think. Do you think that the person they think did it, in fact, did it? And do you think they did it alone? I don't think so. I think she had to have help to move the body. There's so many clues in this episode. It is just like in your face, this person's guilty. All right, you guys have a good one. Take care, and God bless.